Mummy's Dirty Secrets.
Hello everybody, it's Mummy's Dirty Secrets again, and we're on episode 17. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Yasmin. And today we're going to have a little chat about having the kids off school.
School holidays, yeah.
Because actually it's a long time.
It's a long old stint, yeah. I did see a picture the other day of like the teacher, it was like a teacher at the beginning of school holidays, and they're like, yeah, and they've got a drink and a champagne, and then a parent at the beginning of school holidays, like, terrified.
Yeah.
Personally, I actually like it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I like planning what we're going to do. We don't end up doing half of what we planned.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I do like it. I have a lot more sleepovers with the kids. Well, no, not me, because I do sleep over with them. But I have, they go for a lot more sleepovers because we're not restricted to the weekends. I have a lot more kids over here, and yeah, I do like it.
I like your enthusiasm.
Yeah. Ask me again in about 6 weeks and we'll see how it goes. Because obviously here where we are, we've got pretty much 12 weeks of...
I'm hoping I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to sort of go, whoo, loving it.
Yeah.
Might not happen. Because I was talking to one of the mums at Kids Club the other day, and I think it's an American lady, and especially when American people talk, they sound very enthusiastic anyway, don't they?
And she is. She yeah, I know who you mean. She's lovely.
She is lovely, and she was saying, I'm so looking forward to spending... I would love to do the accent. I'm not going to do it because I insult everybody. She was saying, I'm really looking forward to spending time with the kids and doing things with the kids. And I was just standing there going, yeah.
I reckon you could probably divide the mums at Kids Club into two camps. There wouldn't be someone in the room going, yeah, it's all right.
I can already think of someone else that would be right in my camp.
Oh, yeah.
Going, no.
I mean, the lady we're talking about, her kids go to the private school, so they're at school until 5 every day anyway. So that is a long time, isn't it? I think. So she probably is genuinely going to enjoy spending more time. And I know, because she did message me, she didn't come to Wednesday, and she said, we're not going to come Saturday because they're going to go away for a few days, so they won't be back.
Oh,
so
nice.
They've started off well. They've gone. I think they've gone camping or something.
Well, I feel like we peaked too soon as well because there was lots going on. We planned a day out to Mini Hollywood because they had the offers on the Friday. The queues were absolutely massive. Obviously, there was talk of all going to the water park, which we didn't do, but I just feel like we've done loads already.
Yeah. Well, when Louise invited me, hi Louise, and I said, it's too soon for me. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. We've got another, 11 weeks. Yeah, and because my sister comes over with the kids, we like to go to the water park. So I kind of like to save it for when she comes. Although they've got loads of offers on this year, the water park, so that is good. So keep an eye out on Facebook for their offers. They are. I see even this weekend they are doing. What they do at this water park is they're giving. Certain areas and regions discounts to encourage people come from other places, I'm guessing. So obviously they want to entice more people in.
Do you get extra off if you're a resident as well?
If you're a resident, you get 40% discount at any time.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
And then if you go after 4 o'clock, you'll get 40% discount anyway.
Right.
But you don't get both.
Yeah.
And usually, sometimes we've gone at 4 o'clock because I don't want to be there all day. I'll get bored.
No,
and I've already eaten my picnic by 11:30.
And then you've got the hottest part of the day out of the way as well, and you're not sitting out in that sun thinking,
and a few hours is enough there, isn't it?
Well, I've never been, so
have you not been
maybe
yet?
we should all go when your sister comes over.
Yeah.
If she can't just kind of tag
I
along.
mean, I will go probably once before that.
Yeah.
But I do like to go when she's here.
Yeah.
So we've both enrolled our children into summer school. Now, I think the great thing here, I was talking to my friend in the UK earlier on, that a summer school here for us for the month is €35, and I think that's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. I don't know what the costs are in the UK. I have no idea, or if they even do summer schools.
No, I don't really think it's common. Maybe people could tell us about it. But there was, I mean, comparing it to a nursery, I know it's different because in a nursery, some of them you get everything. The nursery that Koa went to, which was years ago, when we left there, it was at 55 a day. And that was a bit of food included. Yeah. And it was a lovely nursery, but just comparatively.
I think, nurseries are different. Aren't they? Yeah, so I don't know if... I said, please let us know. Yeah. If the actual... Because this is put on by the actual school, or the town hall, actually, isn't it? The town hall that do it. But yeah, it's amazing. It's, you know, and you don't have to go every day. You're not obliged to go every day. But if you're paying $35 for the month... Well, that's you know. Yeah. So, I mean, Lexi did go in today. Isabella didn't go in because she had been on sleepover already. But Lexi loved it. Oh, good. She was really excited going in and really happy going out because they've got... I think what they do, again, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, that they have the people... It's not the regular teachers. I believe, I think I've been told, and I might have probably got it wrong, it's teachers who are in training. Ah, okay. Really difficult to get that out there, wasn't it? Yeah, I believe it's teachers in training. Yeah. That come and do the summer school. So they're quite a bit young and enthusiastic.
I think I've heard something like that before as well.
Yeah, so she was very excited today, Lexi. She really enjoyed it.
And you pack lunch and everything?
Yeah, same as normal, yeah. So it's 10 till 2, pack lunch and a drink. And I think sometimes they do... Because I know in the Mahaka one they go into... Is the pool open?
I don't know. But yeah, I've heard they do a bit of swimming sometimes.
I know at Tour every couple of weeks they'll do a water party. And they just have, like, they get a paddling pool. Yeah. Basically. And then water guns and stuff. And they play. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, I was also thinking if there's a lot of... Not that it's a lot less common here for there to be a lot of non-swimmers... But if it's just in a paddling pool, then that's all right. Because if you've got a few of them watching loads of kids... Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be the easiest, is it? Yeah, but I mean, mine haven't been to a summer school for quite a while. I don't think Lexi's ever been, actually. And Isabella, I did 1 year. And then I did the Hostel Rural 1 year. Or 2 years, I think I might have done that. So the difference... So basically, we've got double the amount of... time than the UK to entertain our lovely, and we've got double the heat. At least we're slightly liberated by going outside without our masks on now. That's lovely. Oh, yeah. But so many people are still wearing them. Yeah. In fact, I noticed today when I was going through Touré, the people that weren't wearing them, majority, it would seem English. Oh, and the Spanish still had them on. No. I just think I'd want to breathe. I mean, it's hot enough as it is and humid enough as it is to wear a face covering as well. But, you know, it's up to the individual, isn't it? If you want to wear one, I think it's your choice. If you do want to wear one, wear one. If you don't, don't. Yeah. Oh. So what have we got planned? What have you got planned? Or just summer school? Well, my mum and dad are coming over next month. No, this month now. Yeah, we're in July. It's your special birthday coming up. Fingers crossed. Yeah, on my party. Lots of days out, really. In fact, I've listed a load of things on my phone that I want to do, which is really convenient because I can read them out now. Oh, brilliant. We can all share ideas. Wow. Because I did actually ask on the forum and some people brought up some good stuff. The castle at San Juan, I can never say it, de los Terreros. Yeah, right. That's it, yeah. That is really pretty, and they've got a nice little restaurant there and lovely views. Never been to the beach at San Juan, though. Oh, that's nice. It's nice there. Is it like a bay or like a... not particularly, but it's very shallow for a long way out, and it's nice sand as well. The other one that begins with C that everyone says is really... Carolina. That's it. I always forget the name. It's just a little bit further along. I think I've tried to go there about 7 times and found it once. Oh, maybe we should go there. Yeah. And that is a cove. Yeah. Again, nice and shallow, nice clear waters. Well, that would be ideal because as I've been moving as well, there's been lots of things going on. I found my paddleboard, which hasn't been used since my last little episode. Big. Quite big, aren't they? Yes, but I've got a couple of life jackets and we can fit a couple of kids on it and just have, a bit of fun. You found it, so it sounds like it had been lost under things, but
No, it was in my storage, but it's that. Which
I was like, in my head, I was like, you were like lifting up some underpants and, there's my paddleboard.
It is massive as well. So that paddleboarding would be good. Yeah. Just having it. Jackson hasn't used it since his last birthday. So if we find somewhere flat where the kids can just sit on it, they might enjoy.
Those two would be quite.
With a snorkel
Garrucha's quite
and
a nice beach as well when it's not windy.
As long as we've not got too many waves.
Yeah.
So this one I'm actually going to cross off my list for doing with the kids because we done it this weekend as we were child free. The weekend just gone, sorry. Yeah. Going round the tell me what it's called, the castle, the
Alhambra.
Alcazaba? Is that what it is?
Where, in Almeria?
Yes.
Yes, I know. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Well, we walked round there. Obviously it's free entry. Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. You've probably been?
Possibly.
But it's very hot. My feet were really hurting. And I think if I had enough, then I'm probably not going to take the kids there.
No.
If you've got older kids, that would be a good one. Carbonaris. I really like Carbonaris. I know there's not a lot there, but I really like it. And the drive down is really beautiful. Yeah,
nice. Those windy roads.
So, and the other thing I'd like to find, and I know I'm being really picky here, there's loads of places that do good tapas, but the whole thing we were talking about earlier is sometimes you want to find somewhere like really quaint and pretty and you know where you want to find in your head but you haven't found it kind of thing. So if anybody could recommend some really pretty little tapas places,
I bet Kate Spain could.
That would be
she's always good for things like that. She probably knows some good places. Also Tony, our number one fan, he'll probably tell you some good tapas places. Because they do the routes, so don't they? Here,
but I haven't.
About
that's
going past Mathanas, at the end of Mathanas, going up that way. Apparently, there's really just before Carbonaris. Actually, there's one on either side of the road. Apparently, very good.
Oh, is that like Sapalmo or?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there.
Yes, they're supposed to be good. I can't remember if I've been or not.
Good to know.
Such a terrible memory.
Because that's a really pretty little place, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Pulpy, the geode at Pulpy, I think you've got to be 8 to go there.
What is it?
The kind of crystal cave thing.
Never heard of
No.
I've only been in 10 years.
Pulpy geode. I'll send it to you later, but it's like,
you
go in and I'm not even going to pretend I know what it is, but it's something.
I clearly don't either.
Something.
Yeah. No.
So have a look at that. And the restaurants up the Cabrera, because I want to take Mum and Dad up the top of the Cabrera where we went before.
Yeah.
Really beautiful views.
Yeah.
And picnic spots you've been to a few times up there.
Yeah. On the way up to where we went with Ben.
Yeah.
But there's 2 restaurants up there which are both lovely.
Are
You've
they?
Got the,
I've put down Fatima's. Yeah.
That's my favourite. And then what's it called? They recently reopened.
I can't remember the name.
Los Pastores, I think.
It might be.
Might be Los Pastores. This is really interesting to people who don't live here, isn't it? Yes. So what
different days out, isn't it? Really, basically, it's completely different days out.
They do in Garrucha. They have inflatables in the water.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know. I think it's a £5 or something.
Yeah.
And of course you've got. Oh no, children are too young for that. Ignore me. I was going to say that thing in Cuevas, the Luna Park.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I think
Luna
children,
Cable Park.
you probably want them to be about 8 and over, I would say, for that. So I think what we are lucky with here, obviously, is the beaches. We've got a lot of beaches. And kids that have grown up here, born here, they just are amazing swimmers.
Yeah,
they
are.
All the kids can swim. It's quite embarrassing, really. Yeah. Because Lexi, even last year when she was 3, dived down, touched my feet, and I'm like, oh God, don't get my hair wet. They all. I think that's such a blessing.
It is.
It's incredible. They'll all be, amazing swimmers. Thank God. Because I'm just rubbish. But obviously, unless you go to swimming pools or have swimming lessons in the UK, it's not something that you do every day, is it? And even in your summer holidays, it's not nice weather every day, is it? No. So you're not going to go out swimming.
And we
So
have
we are
got the
lucky with
light
that.
and the heat that so
Yeah.
much later as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, you go... Because I still, after you've been here 10 years, I still think, people say we'll go to the beach at like 7 o'clock. I'm like, but it's tea time and bedtime.
Yeah.
But really, it's probably the best time to go.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because it's still
Well,
light, it's still very warm, because it tends to get hotter. Like in the UK, you sort of like might get your heat 3, 4 o'clock, and then by 5 o'clock it might start dipping down. Here, no. It just gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter until the next morning, really, doesn't it? So it's probably the best time to go. It's 7 in the evening because it's still really warm. The sun's still up and the sea's warm. I think I don't go in the sea because I think I'm going to get swept away.
Oh, so I don't
obviously
worry so
I'm
much
so
about
thin.
that. I worry about the little weaver fish that go under the stones that can hook into your feet and stuff.
No. Now I'm going to be worried about that now as well.
So I might get somebody might know whether they'll protect you from it or not. I'm thinking about getting some of them little dinghy boots. I always used to wear them anyway because we were sailors.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I might get
With
some of
your
them.
In your beaver club.
In the beaver club, that's
That was
it.
episode 1, wasn't it? The beaver club.
Probably was. Because it's amazing what's out there, isn't it? I mean, you just when you haven't got your mask on, your snorkel thing, you don't see it.
Yeah. I do like actually going and I take crisps
Yeah.
and I just sprinkle them on the bread or something, and so many fish come right up to you.
Oh, dear.
Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't tried it.
Mahaka or Garucha anywhere.
Well, I mostly, I like the snorkel for seeing the fish, but it's also just to check for jellyfish as well. So I think if I cover all bases with my little wet boots and my snorkel mask.
In fact, Isabella said she went to the beach today with her friend, and she said she saw a jellyfish in Mahaka. And she has been stung by one in Garucha once.
Oh.
Yeah. I peed on her.
Did you?
No.
Yeah.
I tried to, but I had a poo brew and I thought it could be embarrassing.
It
couldn't
could get quite messy.
Sorry about that. Plop. Yes, she was, I don't know, maybe
can
3.
Can you poo without weeing?
Do you know what? My sister and I always used to have this discussion about that you can't pee and woo. Pee and woo?
Yeah.
Wee and poo even. But you can't pee and woo at the same time. But I think you can, actually.
Yeah, I think you can.
But yeah, this is a long time ago we had this, and we said, no, you can't do it at the same time. But I think it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you ask?
Because I don't think I can poo without weeing.
Oh, right. So you can wee without pooing,
No,
but
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
poo without
necessarily
weeing.
at the same time, but in that time slot
In that
that it
scheduled
happens,
moment.
there's going to be a wee as well.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't say I've ever solo
I'm going to be
pooed.
thinking about it
Yeah,
more.
I am. And I'm also going to then think of you whilst I'm in the toilet. Yes, yeah, because you can wee and not have a poo.
Yeah.
But you can't poo
I
and not
don't
have a wee.
think so, no.
That's another thing that people can let us know about, can't they? If they've pooed and not weed.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to cast my mind back to this morning and I can't, just you don't think about it, do
Maybe
you?
we'll have to capture Nigel's photo. Nigel wants to know, can
Yeah.
you poo without weeing?
Because usually my first toilet of the morning, Nigel joins me
Yeah.
and I have to scoop him up and put him on my lap. And he sits there, and sometimes I want to get up and get ready, but he's not finished sitting on my lap because he likes to look out the window.
Yeah.
Because there's a window next to the toilet, and have a little look out the window. But he sits sort of like a puppy would,
Yeah.
So not like with his paws down, his paws are up. So I'm like tucked under his arms, and he's having a little look around, and he's purring because it's his first cuddle of the day. It's become sort of, I'd say the last few months, that was the chair again, that wasn't me. The last few months, he comes in, and because he's still got a really high-pitched meow as well.
Still haven't heard it.
Yeah, he doesn't, perhaps he's embarrassed of his voice because his balls haven't dropped. But he's got a very high-pitched squeak. So, and then I have to scoop him up, put him on my lap, while he has a look around the window. Yeah, bless his heart. Fat knacker.
Oh, apparently we're having a dog's tea party tomorrow. It's Florences' birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless her. How old is
Well,
she?
it was just mentioned earlier that it's her birthday tomorrow, and then the kids just out of nowhere was all, we're so excited, it's Florences' party tomorrow, and we're like, oh, party? And she's going to
please
have a
put one of
cake.
those
And
hats on
this is
her.
what I'm imagining. Like dogs sat round at a
you've got
table with a pointy party hat
you've got
on.
to get one, haven't you?
And they were like, we're going to help her open her presents. And we're like, hang on, this is going too far.
Your presents?
And then we all just sort of joined in with it and go, okay, yeah. And then I was like, I'm going to be the one backtracking out of this later going, well, we didn't really say party.
You're going to be the one shopping tomorrow buying the
or
pointy
cake,
hats.
or
Yeah.
party hats,
Aw.
did we? So,
It's going to happen though, isn't it?
But I did say, well, she'd have to have a dog food cake. And then they
Oh,
looked
yeah.
and went, oh, well, she have to have two then. So I think just the idea of cake, they're excited about cake. And, and obviously they're going to open her presents for her because she's a dog. She can't open them herself.
So, yeah. Oh, that's sweet though.
So, yeah.
Oh,
That may or
please
may
take
not.
a photograph of her with a pointy
I
hat
do want to
on
get a
there.
pointy hat
Yeah.
now. Maybe she could be on
Because
the next
you know,
week.
what is she, a Chihuahua?
Yeah.
Just with the boggly eyes.
And she looks awkward, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She's
she
just
looks
gonna be
terrified
like-
all the time.
Yeah.
And
And then having a whole day about her with a party hat and she should feel
Does she
even
need a
more
tutu as
awkward.
well?
That would be.
She needs a tutu and perhaps like a little.
I'm gonna
I
have to
don't know,
ask permission
something.
before I go doing all this stuff.
Surprise! Look what I've done to your dog.
And now, word of the week.
Word of the week: bum fiddler. I can't even say it without laughing.
Bum fiddler. Oh, what came to my mind straight away was like when you have to pick your pants out with your bum, you know, when they disappear at your backside.
Oh, I had that on the drive to IKEA, hour and a half.
Oh no, sitting
And
with
I
it.
had a thong that was just ever so slightly too thick.
Oh,
and
they
it was
hurt,
right
don't
up my
they?
arse. Yeah.
They really do
It
hurt.
really needed to be a thin G-string, like a cheesecloth, or or French knickers, but this was just two in between. Yeah.
And it hurts your bum crack, doesn't it, when they're a bit
Actually
too
makes
thick?
it sore,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, is it that?
I've got my bum fiddler on. Well, in a way, to bum fiddle means to pollute or spoil something. In particular, by scribbling or drawing on a document to make it invalid. A bum fiddler is someone who does precisely that. Well, if it pollutes or spoils something, I mean,
That's funny.
them knickers feel like they're spoiling your backside.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
like that.
Lexi definitely bum fiddled a picture of Scarlett's a few weeks ago then. At Kids Club, Scarlett had done a really nice picture.
Yeah.
And I think Lexi was a bit jealous because I said, oh, Scarlett, that's really good. It really was lovely. She did a really, really good job. And Lexi, spiteful bint,
Bum
kept
fiddled all
saying-
over it.
She said, Scarlett, close your eyes, and literally scribbled over it. She bum fiddled it properly.
Oh.
And Scarlett's there with a little face with her eyes closed, thinking that Lexi's doing something nice. And what a spiteful cow.
Oh,
I was so cross with her for doing that.
I would
Really
love
was.
all of our kids to be on that secret life of, and just the hidden cameras and then listen for what they say to each other.
But she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
And I think she ruined it because she was jealous that Scarlett had done a better one than her. But she definitely bum-fiddled it. What? I think
dear.
Isabella bum-fiddled my birth certificate. That's got scribbles all over it.
Oh, I like that one.
I mean, how many walls have been bum-fiddled?
Oh, loads, yeah. Loads.
I really like bum-fiddle.
Yeah, it's quite
That's
a
brilliant.
It's quite
Yeah,
a good one,
well
isn't
found.
it? Yeah.
Nice one.
And now it's time for the Agony Aunt of the week.
Agony Aunt is, I really like this girl at work, but I'm not sure how to broach the subject. She always seems interested when I talk to her, but I've heard she has a boyfriend. Should I send her a picture of my penis? This I did get from the internet today, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
Well, that's one way of showing her that you're interested.
yeah. Well, it depends if it's flaccid
Subtly.
or
Yeah.
you know, standing to attention.
Or like we were saying the other day when well, not when we're sat in the bath, but when a man sat in the bath or sat down and it goes back in on it. So
Yeah.
just send her a picture of that
Like
and
a
be
balloon
done with
knot.
it.
My first thought when I read that was, in my day, obviously it wasn't the internet or, you know, or you could send. So I just had a thought in my head that perhaps he'd take a photograph and then post it.
Yeah.
So it's going to end up like a week later.
I thought you were going to say, well, it would be like being... Is that not like being a modern day flasher? Like someone in a Mac and going to an open space and just, woo! It's like, she didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
Are you basically being a flasher by doing that?
Yeah. And then... I mean, if he doesn't say who it is, she's just this photograph's going to arrive through her door of a penis.
Through her door.
Like, oh, the postman's been. And unless he says, "Oh, hi, it's Dave from the office. Here's my penis," she's not going to know anyway. So is she then going to take it to work if she knows it's come from work and just like, "Is this you? Is this you? Is this you?" Or follow them to the toilet.
Be like an identity parade. Right, everyone drop your trousers now because
I need to know who it is if it's not Dave. Anyway, that was my thought.
I mean, I feel like this person has been watching a bit too much Naked Attraction.
Yeah.
Don't send a picture of you, Willie. We've already spoken about our not disapproval, but our dislike for...
See the pictures of Winkles?
Yeah.
No, it's not pretty. First step I would do is see if she has got a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's probably the first step.
And
She could be getting her in trouble otherwise.
If she says yes, then leave it be.
Yeah.
Definitely don't send any
the
pictures. If she hasn't got a boyfriend, still don't send any pictures of your Winkle. Perhaps just ask her on a date.
Because, and I mean, this is a bit odd, but this was something that actually caused trouble in my marriage was, you know how WhatsApp adds the picture to your gallery unless you tell it not to?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You can just be on your phone going through pictures and you're like, oh, hello, what's that? And that's caught me out a few times, not with anything, well, yeah, actually with a few weird things. But no, this particular time it was on my husband's phone and I was going through it and there was just a picture of someone's fanny, and he was literally like, "No, I wouldn't take a picture of my fanny. It's just like it's disgusting, but I just think fannies are disgusting." Yeah. And I was like,
died a long
what?
time ago.
And he was like, literally, I've never seen that before, which obviously a man would generally say.
Yeah.
Turns out he went on the work WhatsApp group and one of them had been sent this picture by either his new girlfriend or his actual wife, and he'd decided to share it with the other lads.
Oh no. Mortifying for the woman.
And it was on that group, and then it ended up on his gallery. So yeah, we're just quite happily going through the pictures that day, probably kids at the beach or had a nice day at the park, and then there's a fanny.
Funny you should say that, and WhatsApp groups, and you can ask Ian about this when you get home.
Oh God, I've heard about this.
Yeah. So it was a school class WhatsApp group.
Will any of them listen to this?
No. And so it was their first year, was it? Yeah, so they'd have been year one of infants, so their kids were 3.
Yeah.
Going on 4, and so there's 25 I think in that class.
Yeah.
And everyone's saying, oh, what time have they got to be at school tomorrow, usual general questions, and all of a sudden this picture pops up and Ian had just joined the group. So it's mostly mums, there's not so many dads, but Ian had joined the group, and this picture popped up, slightly blurry. And I'm looking. First of all, I thought it was a turkey. Honestly, that's how weird it looked. Because it was slightly out of focus. And then I'm like, why has someone got their fingers in a turkey? Oh, that's not a turkey. No, that is a fangita. Splayed. Oh. They've got their fingers and splayed themselves.
Pulled it open, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And very stubby bitten down nails, and a very distinctive ring. She didn't remove it. It wasn't deleted immediately. Yeah. There were several comments from her afterwards because people were like, there was a couple of gasp faces.
Yeah.
She put, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My child's been playing on YouTube and uploaded this photo." We're like, sure. Your 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Has managed to go onto YouTube, download a photograph and send it across to the class group WhatsApp. And then there were some sort of laughy faces, and then people saying, "Oh, don't worry." And then she's like, "I'm so embarrassed." Still didn't take it off.
Oh.
Still did not delete this picture.
Yeah.
I think I deleted it from mine.
Yeah.
Because I'd like, I don't want it on there. Yeah, but and then of course on the next, I don't think she came to school for the next few days.
Yeah.
The grandmother picked up the little girl. In fact, I haven't seen her for ages. But yeah, you recognise the hand, with the ring and the
Yeah.
So she sent her own Fanny on a school group WhatsApp. I would be completely... I'd have moved, I'd have packed the house up, and I'd have moved countries probably, if not continents.
It would just be mortifying.
I would die. I would
It would be
absolutely-
mortifying.
So that's the thing, isn't it? Don't take them and don't put them, because once you've sent it to someone, you just don't know where it's going to go again, do you? So just don't, just no. And I just thank God that, when I was in my teens and 20s, that there were no...
Yeah.
Because I was naked a lot.
I was going to say this is part of the reason. It's not the reason because I don't have pictures of my fanny on my phone. But it's kind of part of the reason why I don't let the boys go on my phone. I tell them that it doesn't... I'm not going to get away with it for much longer. My phone doesn't do games. It doesn't do YouTube. It doesn't have anything like that on it. Yeah. Well, also because I'm so good at breaking the screen myself, I don't need any help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But also, I am kind of still thinking, well, when I was a kid and you went out for dinner or whatever, you didn't, I dare say my mum and dad bloody wish that they did have a phone or something to keep me entertained. Yeah. But I kind of think, well, they don't actually, there's no reason for them to be on my phone.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit like that. But yeah, I anything could just be accidentally sent or...
So anyway... penis showing man, probably probably don't. We digress really. Oh, you looked at me then like, what the hell are you talking about? What penis showing man? What the hell are you waffling on about, woman?
Oh dear, anyone would think we're drunk as well.
I know,
sat here with
we've had
water.
water and pistachios and a bit of sugar.
A bit of hummus with avocado in it. So we're right on the...
and some random crisps.
Random crisps, yeah.
Yeah, so don't send a picture of your penis.
Yeah, don't do that.
No. See if she's got a boyfriend. If she hasn't, ask her on a date. But just don't send a picture of your penis. In any state.
Yeah.
Whether it's looking at your shoes or your hat, don't send it. Anyway, so...
so on that note, is it a wrap?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Right, well, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Ta-da.
Mummy's dirty secrets.